The EDPB stance on facial recognition technology in law enforcement. In April 2023, the European Data Protection Board, EDPB, updated its guidelines on the use of facial recognition technology, FRT, within law enforcement, emphasizing the technology's potential and pitfalls. FRT, which processes biometric data for authentication or identification, has been increasingly adopted by law enforcement agencies, LEAs, across Europe. This technology, often intertwined with artificial intelligence and machine learning, poses unique challenges to fundamental rights and data protection laws. Understanding the technology. FRT operates by converting images of faces into digital templates that can be stored, compared, and analyzed. It can be used for one-to-one verifications, such as unlocking devices, or one-to-many identifications, like identifying a person from a crowd. However, its use in law enforcement for surveillance, investigation, or monitoring raises significant concerns over accuracy, bias, and the potential for abuse. Legal framework and compliance. The use of FRT in law enforcement is primarily governed by the EU's Law Enforcement Directive, LED, and must align with the Charter of Fundamental Rights of the European Union. Any deployment of FRT must respect fundamental rights, particularly the rights to privacy and protection of personal data. The guidelines stress that legislation enabling FRT use must be clear, precise, and provide adequate safeguards against abuse. Necessary and proportionate use. The EDPB emphasizes that the use of FRT must be necessary, proportionate, and targeted, avoiding indiscriminate mass surveillance. It must only be employed when less intrusive means are insufficient and strictly for purposes that significantly justify its use, such as serious crime prevention or investigation. Risks and recommendations. The guidelines highlight the risks associated with FRT, including potential discrimination, false positives, negatives, and the erosion of public trust through the perception of constant surveillance. To mitigate these risks, LEAs are urged to conduct thorough data protection impact assessments, DPIAs, consult data protection authorities, and ensure transparency and accountability in their FRT projects. Rights of data subjects. Special attention is given to the rights of individuals subjected to FRT processing. LEAs must ensure that data subjects are informed of FRT use, have access to their data, and can exercise their rights under the LED. Restrictions on these rights must be strictly limited and legally justified. Conclusions and future outlook. The EDPB's guidelines call for a cautious and regulated approach to the use of FRT by law enforcement, with a strong emphasis on safeguarding fundamental rights and freedoms. By setting forth these comprehensive guidelines, the EDPB aims to ensure that the deployment of FRT is conducted within a legal, ethical, and socially acceptable framework, balancing the benefits of technology against the imperatives of privacy and civil liberties.